Rum and ginger beer. Just, I don't know why. I think it's because I spent 2 weeks in the Caribbean. My friend lives in the Caribbean, on this tiny island, and I went and stayed there with her for like 2 weeks, like I don't know, like a year and a half ago. And all we drank for 2 weeks was dark rum, not white rum. I hate white rum, but dark rum and ginger beer, not ginger ale. It's the best drink. Making pies is always fun, like learning how to make good pies. And I made this great thing. I love, like, cooking is one of the only other things I love. Like, I really love it. It's really weird. I can move my whole scalp without touching it. Love is always, you know, if you listen to the album, it's no secret, it's about love. It's really cheeky. That's great. But I never want to pick up the phone because I just want to let it go. So yeah, it's a good tune, but hardly anyone knows it. It's called Big Blue World by Paul Haig. About €2. Receipts. And my European health insurance card, which is fun. And all the money in the world that I have right now. I have 20 cents and like 60 and like £1.50 in English pounds, English money, not even pounds, just change. I think just the time that they have for you, that's the best thing about friends, when you really just need some ordinary time, which is really valuable to me at them, especially now. Just when you can see your friends caring about you, and when they know you and they buy you things, then they're like, oh, I saw this, and it's just so you. And I don't know, just when people know you and you don't have to explain things to them and you can tell them anything, and you can spend time with them, and it just makes you feel relaxed and normal again. That's pretty important to have in life, I think. A lovely man called Robbie, whose actual name is Mark, but everyone calls him Robbie. I don't know why. I really don't have a clue why. He cuts a lot of people's hair. He cuts, like, I think he cuts like the Kings of Leon's hair and stuff like that, and I think he cuts Lady Hawk's hair and stuff. But I used to cut my own hair, and then I developed this quiff or whatever it is, and then when I need to go and get my hair cut, obviously I'm not going to cut my own hair now, because probably if it went wrong, you know, have to like cancel all my gigs. James Dean. I'd probably, in my mind, I'd think I'd do all these ridiculous things, but he probably wouldn't fancy me, and I'd probably just wet myself with embarrassment and nerves that I would just end up sitting in the corner, like, just trying not to look embarrassed. But yeah, he was pretty hot back in his day, yeah. Bex. Oh yeah, I like Bex. I drink Bex all the time. Yeah. Superman would be kind of rubbish because, like, if you could be actual Superman, it'd be all right, kind of. But I was thinking, don't you think, if you could actually fly as a human, you'd look really stupid. You know how, like, Superman looks really good when he flies, and he's like, his body's completely straight, and it's like, and he goes off, and he's like straight. But you wouldn't. If you could fly, you'd blatantly, like, you'd look like a mosquito. Your legs would be like hanging down, and you'd be like, you look like a daddy long legs. So I don't think I want to fly. So maybe Spider-Man, maybe. Being silly, like, silliness is if people can't be silly and people can't take the piss out of themselves or make a joke out of themselves, I can't be around them. I think that's really important, to be able to be silly and to not take yourself seriously, and to be able to, like, put on stupid voices and be stupid. I think that's that's really attractive as well. Humour's a really great virtue. It's always the best of any personality trait, always. And do that for ages, and it was so annoying. And then it kind of almost became like a catchy song because you heard it so much. You'd find yourself going, it's like so annoying. Me and Ben met through an old friend of his called Jason Bacon, which I think is a great name. And I was at a New Year's Eve party about 5 years ago. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning or something bad like that. And I'd lost all my friends, and I think they'd all gone home or just got lost in the wilderness. And one of my sister's old friends found me on my own and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm raving." I was just alone. And she said, "Oh, come with me, because, you know, come and hang out with us." And she took me into the guy who owned the club's office, and we were in his office just chatting and playing music and stuff. And she said, she was introducing me, and one of her friends said, "Oh, what do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I'm at school at the moment, but I want to be a songwriter." And they were like, "Okay, cool." And then Becky said, "Oh, get a guitar, and she's gonna play. She'll play. And I was like, "No, I don't want to play." And then I played. I didn't play a song. I just played some chords and hummed because I was too drunk to play a real song. And this guy, Jason Bacon, was there, and he just said, "You should." I think he did a whole like typical music industry thing of being quite wasted and calling people at like 5 in the morning and being like, "Oh, this girl's amazing." But yeah, he started calling people, and he told a couple of his friends. And Ben, I think he gave me Ben's number and said, "You guys should hook up. Ben's been looking for someone to write with, a female to write with, for a long time." And so I met Ben, and I've never worked with anyone else, so maybe it was fate, I don't know. We used a saucepan, which we just wanted some kind of metallic percussive sounds. Yeah, and we recorded the whole album in Ben's living room, so I just went to the kitchen and got a wooden spoon and a saucepan, and there you go. And then we just fucked with it, so it didn't sound like a saucepan, obviously. Thank you very much. Your time is up. Nice talking to you. Goodbye.